Today everyone, our group will tackle about quick service in global setting and current trend. So I am Matelyn A. Vinarao, the first reporter of our group. My topic is all about quick service in global setting. So first, let me ask, what is quick service? It is a specific type of restaurant characterized both by cuisine and table setting. These restaurants are typically part of a restaurant chain or franchise, which supplies standard ingredients and partially prepared foods to each restaurant through controlled supply channels. American-founded quick-service restaurants such as McDonald's and Starbucks are multinational corporations with outlets across the globe. A quick-service restaurant is one which is focused on providing customers with food as quickly and efficiently as possible. This generally means there is no table service and food is cooked to order in a short space of time. So here's a list of fast food chain popular around the globe. First is Papa John's Pizza. In 2020, Papa John's Pizza became the first pizza chain service in United States with online ordering facility. So, ang founder ng Papa John's Pizza is si John Schnatter na nagbukas siya ng first restaurant niya sa Indiana noong 1984. Then, out of 4,000 restaurants of Papa John's Pizza, 3,200 are situated in the United States. So all over the globe makikita siya. Even here in the Philippines, meron na din siyang branch ng Papa John's Pizza. So next is Dairy Queen. So Dairy Queen, the founder of Dairy Queen is John Fremont McCullough in 1940. So yung first store na tinayo is started in Joliet City, Illinois State. The company's store operated under several brands, all bearing the distinctive Dairy Queen logo and carrying the company's signature soft-serve ice cream, along with the trademark restaurant services locations with a second floor for storage, recognizable for the red mansard roofs. So, yun nga, dito is yung Dairy Queen daw, meron silang siniserve na burgers, french fries, processed fried chicken, frozen treats, and hot dogs. Next is Dunkin' Donut. So Dunkin' Donuts founder is William Rosenberg. The first ever store of Dunkin' Donut opened in Quincy City of Massachusetts in 1950. In 1981, Golden Donuts Incorporated opened its first Dunkin' Donuts in the Philippines and has since expanded to become the largest donut chain, the Dunkin' Donuts Coffee and Donut Shop at Sheridan, Mandaluyong. So yun daw yung unang Dunkin' Donut na nagbukas dito sa Pilipinas is yung 1981 dun sa may Mandaluyong. So Dunkin' Donut mainly focus for baked goods and coffee service. So ayun, ang siniserve nila doon is more on donuts talaga and mga breads, then coffee. Next is Burger King. The founder of Burger King was James McLamore and David Edgerton in Miami, founded in 1954. So, yung signature burger nila dito is yung Whopper sandwich, which is introduced back in 1957. So, ito din yung third largest burger chain service in United States. In October 2011, Jollibee acquired a 54% stake in BK Titans Incorporated, the sole franchise of Burger King in the Philippines. On September 27, 2018, JFC announced its 50-50 joint venture with Chinese-American restaurant chain Panda Express to bring its store to the Philippines. So, yung Burger King is pinili ni Jollibee, 50-50 siya, then inano siya dito sa Philippines. So, next is Starbucks. It is the largest coffee company in the world. So, Starbucks founded in 1971 by Jerry Baldwin, Gordon Boker, and Zeb String. So, ang owner, the CEO of Starbucks Coffee Company is Howard D. Schultz, born in July 19, 1953, is an American businessman and author. He served as the chairman and chief executive officer from 1986 to 2000, and then again from 2008 to 2017. Scout also owned the Seattle Supersonics basketball team from 2001 to 2006. So it's obviously the largest coffee company in the world. Kahit dito sa Pilipinas is meron na rin siyang mga branch is yung iba nga katulad sa BGC yung iba halos magkakalapit na rin sila. Next is Pizza Hut. It was founded in 1958 by Dan and Frank Carney in Kansas City. Pizza Hut is the largest pizza delivering service in the world. So, in year 1958, itong magkapatid na si Frank and Dan, nanghiram sila ng $600 sa kanilang nanay. Then, nag-open sila ng small pizza restaurant dun sa hometown nila sa Wichita, Kansas. Then, yung secret behind the success of their company, nun nga nung Pizza Hut, is just using only the precious meat and vegetable toppings. So, yung pizza is ginagawa lang nila kapag may order na sa kanila. So, by December of the same year, they opened their second restaurant. By 1968, just 10 years later, they had opened over 300 restaurants. So, in the Philippines, Pizza Hut began in 1984. It is now the country's most popular pizza chain serving Metro Manila and surroundings provinces, as well as Visayas and Mindanao with its dine-in restaurants, delivery units, and express counters. So, hindi lang siya basta-basta for dine-in lang, nagde-deliver na rin sila for take-out and delivery. Next is Subway. It was founded by the 17-year-old Fred De Luca and financed by Peter Buck in 1965 as Pitt Super Submarines in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So, si Peter Buck, nagbigay siya ng $1,000 na investment dun kay Fred De Luca na which is freshman na magtayo ng business. Then, hindi nila, ano yun, para daw sa pang tuition fee ni Fred De Luca. Then, hindi nila in-expect na magbo-boom yung sandwich shop, submarine shop, sandwich shop. Then, by 1974, the duo owned operated 16 submarine sandwich shops throughout Connecticut, realizing they would not reach their 32 stores goal in time. They began franchising, launching the Subway brand into a period of remarkable growth which continues to this day. So, even here in the Philippines, meron siyang mga branch and naalala ko year 2017, meron siya dun sa may tapat ng munisipyo. Then, nag-close lang siya kasi nalugi na siya. Parang nakilala lang din lalo yung Subway dahil dun sa mga K-drama na nakikita. So, next is KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken, also known as KFC, is the second largest restaurant chain in the world. It was founded by Harlan Sanders in 1930 in Kentucky. The image of Harlan Sanders widely uses in advertisement and logo of KFC. Now, KFC has 18,875 stores in 118 countries. KFC Philippines milestones. Kentucky Fried Chicken has come a long way since its first set foot in the Philippines in 1966. So, yun yung nakilala ng mga Pilipino yung KFC noong 1966. Filipinos from all over the country crave KFC so much so that on 1999, KFC opened its 100th store in Top PGH. So, ayun, parang sa sobrang gustuhan ng mga Pilipino yung lasa nung sa KFC, nag-open na marami siyang branch. And on 2014, KFC took a huge leap to bring the brand closer to the Filipino community as is introduced local celebrity favorites. Lalo rin siyang minahal ng mga Pilipino dahil sa mga celebrity na na promote katulad nung nila Daniel Padilla, nila Catherine Bernardo. Lastly is McDonald's. McDonald's is the largest fast food chain in the world. McDonald's business began in the year 1940 by Richard and Maurice McDonald's in San Bernardino in California. So, yung history ng McDonald's is, meron yung movie na mapapanood din siya. Then, makikita yan sa YouTube, ang title nun is The Founder. Doon pinakita yung kung paano nag-umpisa yung McDo na nag-umpisa lang siya dati sa burger lang hanggang sa nakabuo na sila ng mga maraming mga katulad ng mga sandwich, french fries, mga dessert. Ganyan. Hamburger is the signature product of McDonald's kasi doon nga talaga nag-umpisa yung ano. Then dito sa Pilipinas, ang may-ari ng So, here in the Philippines, McDonald's was introduced by Chinese-Filipino businessman si George Yang. So, that's it for my report. Next reporter is Princess Lucero.
Good day everyone, I'm Princess Lucero, reporting quick service in the Philippines. Fast food restaurant in the Philippines, Jollibee. It's hard to find a Filipino that doesn't know who Jollibee is. It's the country's largest of most popular fast food chain, with over 750 stores in the Philippines and at least 80 outside the country. Their food is similar to McDonald's but with a uniquely Filipino twist. Jollibee dedicated its continuous success to the Filipinos who have been there from the very start. Jollibee is so well loved every time a new store opens, especially overseas. Filipinos always form long lines to the store. It is more than home for them. It is a stronghold of heritage and monument of Filipino pride. Naitayo ang first Jollibee outlet noong 1978 dahil noong 1975, Tony Tan, Kak Chong and his family opened a Magnolia Ice Cream Parlor in Cubao, Quezon City. The outlet later began offering hot meals and sandwiches upon request from customers. When the items became more popular than ice cream, the family decided to convert the ice cream parlor into a fast food restaurant, which became the first Jollibee outlet in 1978. By the end of the year, there were 7 branches in Metro Manila. The first franchise outlet of Jollibee opened in Santa Cruz, Manila in 1979. Is Mang Inasal. Mang Inasal started out in 2003 in Iloilo as a stand-alone barbecue quick service restaurant, serving traditional chicken inasal with its pioneering unlimited rice concept. It has since been acquired by Jollibee Foods Corporation and now has over 450 stores in the country. The company was started by Ed Garcia, who owned his first business at the age of 20. Sia engaged in the food business at 26 years of age, opening the first Mang Inasal branch in 2003 at the Robinsons Mall car park in Iloilo City. The restaurant was an instant success despite stiff competition from other established grilled food restaurants. The chain opened its first branches within the Visayan region, then expanded to neighboring Mindanao to the south before spreading to Metro Manila. The company started franchising in 2005. By 2008, Mang Inasal had opened 23 restaurants when 10 being franchised. In 2009, Mang Inasal expanded to over 100 branches. Next is Chowking, the country's first Asian quick service restaurant. Chowking pioneered the concept of combining the Western concept of a fast food joint with Chinese cuisine. Also acquired by Jollibee Food Corporation, Chowking has at least 300 branches of 2011 and continues to be the country's go-to restaurant for Chinese-style food. Chowking is a Chinese cuisine fast food restaurant headquartered in the Philippines, selling mostly noodle soups, dim sum, and rice bowls with toppings. Chowking set up its first store in 1985 under the company of Robert Huan when American-style burger chains were dominating the Philippine fast food industry. In 1989, Chowking started expanding its market share amid the volatility of the domestic market. It opened its franchising operations and made its entry into the provincial markets the same year. On January 1, 2000, Chowking became a wholly owned subsidiary of Jollibee Foods Corporation. The new owner commenced store renovations to create a new corporate look for Chowking that would result in a comprehensive change for each store. Next is Greenwich Pizza. Greenwich Pizza started as an over-the-counter pizza store in the Green Hills Commercial Center, known as the Philippines' favorite pizza chain. It's the country's country's largest pizza chain, with at least one in every city in the country. Greenwich is a pizza and pasta chain in the Philippines. It founded in 1971 by Reseda Tuerres. In 1994, Jollibee Foods Corporation acquired 80% of Greenwich shares. Then in 2006, Jollibee bought out the remaining shares of its partners in Greenwich for 384 million pesos, giving rise to a new company known as the Greenwich Pizza Corporation. The franchise experienced rapid expansion from the original 50 stores in 1994 to over 250 stores with an annual revenue for over 4 billion in 2005, expanding further through 2011 and corporation had opened over 330 stores. Greenwich Pizza later became a brand managed by Fresh and Famous Foods, a subsidiary of Jollibee Foods Corporation. Next is Tropical Hut. Tropical Hut may not be as well known as Jollibee, but it's certainly an institution for most Filipinos, especially the older generation. Tropical Hut is one of the oldest fast food chains in the Philippines. It is a local fast food chain that made the burger become popular. It was first established on Cubao during 1962. Filipinos love food makes us fan of different cuisine. Next is McDonald's. McDonald's was introduced in the Philippines by Chinese-Filipino businesswoman George Yang, who resided in the United States in the 1970s, though never patronized a McDonald's outlet during his stay. McDonald's International was also considering partnering with other local firms in establishing presence in the Philippines, other than Yang. Yang sold himself as a long-term partner and volunteered to work in the then British colony of Hong Kong, where he networked with the business associate of the holder of the master franchise in the city. In 1980, McDonald's decided to award the master franchise to Yang and shortly thereafter set up the first Filipino McDonald's outlet within the University Belt area in Manila the following year. McDonald's entered the Philippine market in 1981. with McDonald's International partnering with McGeorge Food Industries of Filipino of Yang due to prohibition of majority foreign ownership in the country. This gave Yang's firm exclusive rights to manage operations of McDonald's in the Philippines. Next is Goldilocks. Goldilocks Bake Shop is a bakery chain based in the Philippines, which produces and distributes Philippine cakes and pastries. In 1976, Goldilocks opened its first store in the United States in Los Angeles. In 1991, Goldilocks launched a franchising program which led to the opening of hundreds of Goldilocks stores in Metro Manila. Other stores were later set up in other parts of California such as San Francisco, San Jose, and in Las Vegas, Nevada. And on May 15, 1966, Filipino-Chinese sisters Milagros Lin and Clarita Lilin and their sister-in-law Doris Wilson Lilin opened the first Goldilocks store on a three-story building along Pasong Tamo Street in Makati and started with only 10 employees. Last one is Kentucky Fried Chicken. The legendary KFC original recipe that dates back to the 1930s is a perfect blend of 11 secret herbs and spices specially formulated by Colonel Harland Sanders, who has obsessed with coming up with the best tasting chicken recipe. Sanders' recipe is such a well-guarded secret that the original handwritten copy is safely stashed away in a vault in Louisville, Kentucky. The Colonel, upon perfection of the original recipe that makes use of 11 secret herbs and spices, Colonel Sanders has brought the ultimate delight of chicken lovers to the world. KFC Philippines is the home of finger-licking goodness in the country, serving its range of world-famous dishes and sides to Filipinos. From our variety of finger-licking good chicken, we love fixins, to tasty new pasta and rice bowl creations. KFC offers a wide menu to the flavor-loving Philippines. KFC Philippines milestone Kentucky Fried Chicken has come a long way since it first set foot in the Philippines in 1966. From the humble beginnings of Colonel Sanders serving travelers in the back of a filling station to selling chicken by the bucket in 1957. Today, KFC has offered some of the most delicious creations like the KFC Zinger, the KFC Double Down, and the KFC Pizza. And that's all for my report. Next reporter is Julie B. Vega.
My report is all about Shake Case, Kenny Rogers, Tokyo Tokyo, and Taco Bells. First is Shake Case. Everyone wants a pizza of the action. Pizza is the one of the most convenient tummy filters. And when it comes to pizza, it's a toss-up between Shake Case and Pizza Hut. Next is Shake Case has been serving not just great pizza, but also a lot of fun for over 30 years. 33 years now. Now on its 99th store, the latest being Walter Mart in Muñoz, Quezon City, and preparing to open its 100 store. Next, Kenny Rogers Roasters. Kenny Rogers plain broiled chicken that's tasty enough even without the gravy and is best enjoyed with the yummy corn muffins. The fresh and hot now is the Kenny Rogers Roasters now also serves good old-fashioned gourmet sandwiches with every order. Next, Kenny Rogers has 35 branches nationwide. The next topic is Tokyo. Hi, you don't have to go to Tokyo to satisfy your cravings for Japanese food. When Tokyo opened on April 22, 1985 at the Gift Gate Center Quad Car Park across what was the Manila Garden Hotel, this tempura freak was one of the first in line. People still remember the samurai ribbon cutting done by Asian tycoons Jaime Zovel and Fernando Zodel and Sanrio owners Mr. and Mrs. Konichiko Chuji. At Tokyo diners are spoiled for choice. On the menu are 26 different main dishes, including a combination of dishes and different serving sizes of the best sellers, 5 side dishes, 3 appetizer, and 3 desserts. Next topic is Taco Bell. Taco Bell is an American-based chain of fast food restaurants originating in Irvine, California in 1962 by founded Glenn Bell. Taco Bell is a subsidiary of Yum Incorporated. The restaurant serves a variety of Mexican-inspired foods that include tacos, burritos, quesadillas, nachos, novelty, and specialty items, along with variety of volume menu items. As of 2018, Taco Bell serves over 2 billion customers each year at 7,072 restaurants. More than 93% of which are owned and operated by independent franchises and licenses.